This conference will now be recorded.
So you are starting your own project. So, and you are going to follow with a greenfield implementation, meaning that we are coming from the scratch with our own company code data. So what we need to do? First of all, we need to design the project. Then only it is recommended to move forward with step-by-step configuration. Now I have a small question. In existing R3, do you know how to design the project?
I have an idea. Well, let me say, to some extent, yes.
Okay. So here also, we require to design one project first. Take any topic. For each and every topic, we require a project. So what we need to do in order to design this project? Let's say we are talking about GL concept and AR concept and asset accounting concept. So whatever the topic it is, I'm taking one example. So login into the SAP system first. So here, login into the SAP. This is called on-premises edition. So then go to tools,
Oh no,
customization.
I got it. So I don't know how to design a project like this. No.
No, for our training also we require to design it, no?
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
And that's what I am saying. For our training purpose, we are going to design one project.
Okay.
So let's go to project administration, create. So I'm going to create one project. Let's say 7 p.m. S4 HANA. Run it. Should not give the gaps. Because after end of this training, you have a choice to refer this project. No need to go to the each and everything unnecessarily. No need to
Yes.
waste the time. S4 HANA, 7 p.m. IST. So go to scope, save it. Then specify the project scope. Click on specify project scope. Now it will show the entire implementation guide. So in this, whatever the steps I required, say for example, today we are going to discuss about, that means today means Monday we are going to discuss about GL, AR, AP, these three topics. So what are
Yes.
the steps we required in the from the implementation guide? So step by step, when I was going to explain, I will explain. This is only to show the project view, how we are going to follow. So active business functions, this is mandatory first. Then enterprise structure, definition, financial accounting, company code. Then come to global settings, regeneration of CDS view and field mapping, fields, define field status variant, assign field status variant. So then assign company code to fiscal year variant and also the posting periods, whatever it is necessary. Then parallel valuation, multiple valuation approach, this is required. Then parallel accounting, this is required. So then go to document number ranges, this is required. Tolerance groups, this is required. So then go to general ledger accounting, master data, GL accounts, preparations, edit chart of accounts list, assignment, define account group, return earnings account. Like that, we require the controlling area settings.
Yeah.
So go to controlling area settings, general controlling, organization, maintain controlling area, number ranges, and versions. So these are called standard steps. Even if you are implementing the project in existing R3 for GL, we are following the same steps. Is that right?
Okay. Yep.
So, but when you come across with S4 HANA, these steps is not sufficient. According to the S4 HANA standards, we need to activate the universal general. And also there is some specific changes are there, which is called delta changes in GL. Because of this, we require some additional steps, which is under conversion of accounting to S4 HANA, preparation under migration. So I don't require all the steps, but I require few steps for greenfield implementation. migration of general ledger customization, define settings for ledgers and currency types, ledger for CO version. So like that document type mapping for CO business transaction, check and default values for postings and controlling. So these are the mandatory steps to fulfill the requirement of GL implementation with your own company code in S/4HANA standards.
For the green, that's for the greenfield or for brownfield?
Greenfield.
Wow.
Greenfield means you are coming from the scratch with your own company code.
Okay.
Brownfield means just a migration.
Yeah.
Then, so we are talking about accounts receivables also. Okay, later we will see that. So now I selected only the fields which is required for the GL implementation with your own company code. And what is the advantage of this project is, if you click enter now, save it, generate project IMG. So let's say when I was going to explain the GL concept, just for 5 minutes before we are going to do the concepts, we are going to spend the time and we are going to add the notes according to our requirement in your project on daily basis, based on the
Yes.
topic. Okay. Then project view, create S/4HANA 7 p.m. IST. Release customization. Save it. Generate it. Now go to transport request. Activate transport request. Create your own transport request. Save it. Now close this. Go to SPRO. Add the project. Whatever the project you have designed, add that project what you design. Now, let's say you are planning to do the practice. Okay.
Yes.
So today, let's say Monday, we have already discussed with GL concept. And after that, you are planning to do the practice. What you can do is just go to SPRO after logging into the SAP system. Open the project that what we are following. Got my point?
Yep.
Just only the relevant steps it will display, not the unnecessary steps.
This is good.
So because, say for example, if you want to follow the steps, so it is very difficult to follow the standard implementation guide. Say for example, this preparation under migration of customization. So if you go to standard implementation guide, see the difference. Why I am saying this project implementation is required means, if you go to conversion of accounting to S/4HANA preparation, see how many steps are there.
Yes.
But these are all the steps is not mandatory. Got my point? These are all the steps are not mandatory. Only the mandatory steps are there. Okay. So now if you follow with your own project implementation, this is quite simple to understand. Why? Because you are following only the steps that what we want to maintain.
That's true.
Okay. Now another advantage here is when we are going to execute this project, say for example, you are doing the practice. So you executed my project. Now you have a question, which is mandatory steps or which is not mandatory steps. Display IMG activity. Sorry. View additional information, activity importance. See what is mandatory, what is not mandatory, it has shown.
Oh.
It's a simple, no? So that
so
means,
why is it that migrate general ledger is mandatory customizing?
that is mandatory. And also settings for ledgers and currency types is mandatory. Ledger for CO version automatically taken by the system. That is the reason it's optional. Again, document type mapping variant for CO business transactions is mandatory because you need to specify. And assignment of this to company code is also mandatory.
Yes.
So here also I'm displaying, see here. In the standard implementation guide also I'm displaying this. See. Only the mandatory steps which is required for greenfield implementation, we have taken that. Okay. So that is the reason it is better to create your own project. when I
Actually,
was
I agree.
going to explain every day before we are taking some topic. Say, for example, today we are taking asset accounting. First, what I will do is I will execute the project, and also I will add the required notes for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I will start explaining step by step. So
Now,
after end of the session, you are going to receive this session. Then listen the session one time. So then go to my project, see what are the steps, and if possible, try to create in your own project also, so that you can understand easily.
that's true. So now in the future, that's now that we've designed this part of the project. So are we gonna add if we wanted to do asset accounting, are we gonna
Yes,
be
you
able
can
to
add
add
it.
asset?
Yes, you can add it. Now I have designed up to GL, right?
Yes.
So if I want to add the asset accounting, now asset accounting, I did not add this in project.
Okay, no, that's fine. I just wanted to know that you can add it so that you don't
Yes,
create.
every day. That is the reason. Every day we are going to take one topic. First of all, 5 to 10 minutes, we are adding all the notes in our project, and then
Okay,
we are start doing the customization.
okay.
So this is one advantage. And the other point, very, very important advantage is there. Say, for example, I selected here notes with subnotes. Take the print. So if possible, take the print after end of the topic.
Yes.
So what it will do is it will give the entire list what you are doing. Say, for example, in GL, what steps we had followed, why we had
Oh,
followed.
I did not know that. How do you do that? How do you do it? Can you go
I
back?
will show you. Just click and see. After execution, select this main node,
Yeah.
click on print. It will ask you with subnode or without subnode. Select with subnode. Then this pop-up will come. So enter your printer and click on print preview.
So at this point, everything that you are doing now is being captured. Uh,
Yes, the notes it will capture, and also it will show the step-by-step notes.
hmm, okay.
Wait, it need to display. It need to collect all the information. It takes 5 minutes.
That's
Okay.
all right. Yeah.
Now see here. After this, go to list display. See, step by step. So you are taking the activate business functions. Why you are taking the activate business functions and what is the functionality? So like that, if you come across with general ledger, in the S4 HANA configuration, you have selected some steps. Migration of general ledger customization. Why we are doing this? Like that,
Wow.
settings for ledgers and currency types. So what is standard ledger? What is extension ledger?
Hmm.
Notes is prepared by the system. So whatever the selected notes, it will prepare the notes. And at the end of the notes, if you come here, you can see what are the steps you have selected.
This is.
Clear? It's quite
Yeah.
simple to follow. You
Yes.
can prepare
Yes.
your own notes, and also you can prepare your own, just like you are designing like a book.
Yes.
Okay? So this is the way which you can follow in order to understand S4 HANA concept in easy way.
Yeah.
So
Did
first
they
of all,
have
we need,
this? Did they have
yes.
this in R3? I don't think so.
No, in R3 also it is there.
Okay.
Same procedure. In R3 also same procedure.
Okay.
So like this, we are going to follow every day. Okay.
Okay.
Then, so here, when we are talking about S4 HANA concept, I mentioned the activate business functions. So we require two important points before going to start any customization with your own company code. We need two important points. One is activation of business functions. Another is converting the tables and fields into CDS view. So first of all, what is this active business functions? So if you want to work with S4 HANA functionality, say for example, you want to work with financial extension in S4 core functionality. So without activating the business function, it is not possible to work out on that particular application. So what we need to do is, it's very simple. Our first step is go to activate business functions, and we don't have the rights in real time. So we need to ask our technical team to activate this business active function.
Okay.
Click on continue. Now, if you go to S4 HANA always functions, you can see here EA-fin, financial extension. EA-fin, financial extension, S4 core for finance applications. So if you do not activate this business active function, that functionalities will not work.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yes.
So like that, say for example, you want to work with bank account management. So what business active function we need to activate in order to update the bank account management? So there is a call fin_FSCM_BNK. Without this business function, you cannot work. Here you can see that fin_FSCM_BNK. Where is this?
But this part is done by the base system, right?
By the basis team only, they will activate, but they will ask you what business active functions you require. As a
Okay.
functional consultant, you need to suggest. Say, let's say your company in the past, they did not use bank account management, but now they want to use it. So after starting the project, I'm saying. So initially you started the project. After 2 months, the company is planned to activate the bank account management. Directly you can activate the bank account management. No, it is not possible. First of all, we need to ask the technical team. So the business active functions required. See,
Okay.
fin_FSCM_BNK.
Yeah.
Okay. So like that, if the company want to implement cash management, directly we cannot use it. What we need to do is we need to ask our technical team to activate fin_FSCM_CLM, cash management. So like this, business to business, there is some business active functions are there. So like that, if you are coming to the asset accounting, so in the asset accounting also, we have the functionality. See, parallel valuation in asset accounting and segment reporting on asset accounting. So without activating this, you cannot perform the asset accounting. Okay. So that is the reason, while I am going to explain first for 2 minutes before going to start the concept. 2 minutes, I will explain what business active function we require to run the particular functionality. So that is also clear. Then converting of accounting to, the first step is whether you are in greenfield or brownfield. I hope you know about this concept.
Yeah.
The first step is we need to run the regeneration of CDS view and field mapping before implementation, I'm saying. So after activating the business active functions, so we need to run regeneration of CDS view and field mapping. CDS means core data services. So I hope you know about this concept. What is the
No,
purpose of this concept?
that one I have to read about. I think I'll read about it. I don't for the new year, for the
See,
S4.
if you read it, it is very difficult to understand. Why? Because this I will tell you. So first of all, we need to understand the S4 HANA architecture. So first thing is, so the S4 HANA Finance is not a new ERP application, and it's not a new software. It's an upgradation application. So whenever the company has taken a decision to implement S4 HANA, what they will do is they will install ECC6 EHP7 on HANA database. Got my point?
Yes.
So ECC6 EHP7 on HANA database.
Yes.
Why we need to use only ECC6 EHP7 on HANA database? Why not EHP6 or EHP5 or like this?
I suppose is the latest enhancement, right?
No, 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 no. So the reason is when you are talking about enhancements in existing R3 up to ECC6 EHP6, every enhancement pack is designed in non-Unicode version, meaning that up to
Yeah.
ECC6 EHP6, whatever it is released by the SAP is designed to work only on Oracle database. You cannot use this in other database.
Uh,
But ECC6 EHP7 onwards, in existing R3 itself, I am saying, in existing R3 itself, from ECC6 EHP7 onwards, the SAP changed the underlying code structure into unique code structure, meaning that universal general code. So the program logic, overall data model, data structure, everything is suitable to work on any type of database in ECC6 EHP7.
I got
Okay.
it. Yes.
That is the reason you can use ECC6 EHP7 on Oracle database, or you can use ECC6 EHP7 on HANA database. That is the logic here.
Okay.
So now,
So for that reason, it's good to generate this first before you
no.
start your
I'm coming to the point. This is the
Okay.
first step. That means ECC6 EHP7 is installed on HANA database. Meaning that, do you think the old tables are active or not?
They are not.
No, it is there.
Oh.
Because you are saying that ECC6 EHP7 is upgraded on HANA database,
Oh
meaning
yes.
that the old tables are available, right? Still it is
Yes.
inactive. So after this was updated, you need to ask your technical team to upgrade the supporting pack. So what they will do is they will update the supporting pack. Then your system is ready to convert into S4 HANA. Directly it is not. So once ECC6 EHP7 is installed in HANA database, after that we need to install the supporting pack. And this supporting pack will change on every quarterly basis. For every 4 months it will change. So the basis team need to concentrate on that and they need to install the supporting pack periodically. Okay. Then
Now, I was one quick question. I thought S4 if we took S4 out of the box,
hmm,
do we still have to do this? Assuming that we don't have an ECC environment, not an ECC environment, we just started doing S4. Do you still have to
that is
generate
what I
this?
am saying. Without ECC environment, we cannot run S4 HANA Finance
Oh, okay.
because the ERP application is required, right?
Yes.
So from where the ERP application is coming, it is already standard. So only the underlying database is get changed. On the top of this, you need to upgrade the supporting packs. So whenever the supporting pack is updated, the new functionalities is added in your system.
Let me be
Okay.
sure I understand this. Are you saying that if I went out today and I said I want to start a small business, I want to say I want to buy SAP software or ERP software, I buy SAP, and they give me
Hmm.
S4, and I come and install it, I will still have to regenerate this CDS,
Yes, yes,
right?
I'm coming to that point only.
Oh, okay.
So the first step why we are running the CDS view and field mapping means ECC6 EHP7 is installed on HANA database first. On the top of this, you upgrade the supporting pack, meaning
Okay.
that the old tables and fields are available. It is inactive. Now we need to convert this into universal general. All the old tables and fields need to convert into universal general. So now you are activating the accounting on HANA. So whenever you run this, the old tables becomes views. That means the old tables are deactivated, not deleted, deactivated. The
Okay.
write access from the old tables along with the fields has been redirected to universal general. So that is the reason if you post any transaction, how the data is going into the universal general from any component means because of the CDS view.
Mm.
So now if you go to S11, after running this, if you go to S11 and if you execute ACDOCA as a universal general table, how the asset accounting fields is come there and how that material ledger fields comes there. How the CO fields comes into that universal general because of this CDS view.
Okay. Hmm.
Wait, it takes few minutes.
Yeah.
So whenever we run this, automatically the old tables are get deactivated. The right access from the old tables along with the fields has been redirected to universal general. See here,
Yes.
you can see the tables. See, flaggle
Wow.
flex, which is a consolidated table, old table. Now it is converted into view table, right?
Yes.
So meaning that the right axis along with the fields has been redirected to universal general, like that. COEP.
Yep.
COEP is a standard table in the standard ERP for
Yes.
management accounting. Now it is converted into V underscore COEP, meaning that the whole table is converted into view. Right
Hmm.
axis along with the fields has been redirected to universal general, like that. If you take asset accounting, so how the asset account, if you post acquisition or if you post retirement or if you post transfer or if you post depreciation, how this entire information is get updated in universal general means, because ANEA, ANEP, ANEK, ANLC, ANLP,
Yep.
everything is redirected into views. Okay.
Now,
So
is this per client or per?
it's
Because
a
I'm
client
assuming
specific. So it's a
what?
client specific.
Okay.
This is one time activity.
Okay. So this client that you are using,
Hmm.
you are able to do this because this is the first time you are regenerating this,
Hmm.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
See here. What happened? If you go to SC11, okay, take ACDOC here, run it. Now see here. So general ledger fields, accounting documents, ledger in general ledger accounting. How these all the fields are redirected because of this CDS view. So
Yeah.
whenever you run the flaggle flex, from the flaggle flex, all the fields along with the table has been redirected to universal general. That is the reason we are able to see the ledger. Here you can see that. One second. See, field labels, data types, everything is redirected into
Yeah.
universal general. So like that, if you come across with asset accounting, so I told you that ANEP, ANLP, so is these tables. Now see here, see asset accounting fields has been updated, right? All the fields has been redirected.
Okay.
So you got, I hope you got my point.
Yeah, I do. I do.
So this is the logic behind the regeneration of CDS view. Like that, if you take COEP, COEP is the management accounting table. Now, if
That's
you
right.
come across with this, see, all the CO fields has been redirected to universal general, along with the fields, I'm saying.
Yes.
So that is the reason at the end of the day, every transaction is moving into the universal general. So these two steps, for as an initial step, one is after system is ready, you need to activate the business active function in order to work out with certain functionalities. And number two, you need to run the CDS view and field mapping in order to redirect the old tables along with the fields to universal general. So these are the two basic steps that what we need to concentrate first. Then you can start your own project,
Okay.
whether it is in greenfield or brownfield. These two steps are mandatory. Okay. So from
Hmm.
here onwards, you can start your own company code step by step, and we can see end to end.
Okay. Now that conversion and the
Hmm.
activation that is done by in normal project, it will be done by the basis team, right?
Yes, every time that is work is done by the basis team. This is
Okay.
not our responsibility. But why we see, for
No.
example, if you post asset accounting, how this data is going into the universal general, the logic we need to understand, even a
That's
functional
true.
consultant.
That you're right.
Okay. So that is the reason everyone need to understand these functionalities. Otherwise, we have a big questions in our mind. How the
Yes.
data comes into the universal general, whether I can add a new field or not. So, so whether we can add it or not. So the new fields. So whether we can perform it or not. So everything got the clarification once you understand this point.
That's right.
So that is the reason we designed the project and also we activated this functionality. Now you can start your own project implementation. Step by step, we are taking one topic every day. So, and we according to the schedule. So we will take one topic on daily basis and we will see end-to-end cycle of that particular topic. Okay.
Okay.
While I'm explaining these concepts, no need to bother about the notes. So because for every topic, I have my own notes. See, for example, I'm taking asset accounting only. See, if you see this, step by step, I had mentioned very clearly. What are the changes occurred in asset accounting? What are the technical changes, configurations, everything. Okay. What is business active function, as I already told you. So like that, how the tables are redirected. So then the configuration settings, step by step. So
Okay.
like this, for every topic, we have a notes.
Good. Now, and you still share the video or the recording, right?
Yes, yes, I will share the recording.
Okay.
I will share every day after end of the session, you will receive the record.